friends, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. Alright, so y'all have heard me talk about Miss Keri. It was her birthday yesterday. I completely lost my mind with the storm and didn't make her anything. I'm actually off today because I had to take Little Cake to the vet, which I have a whole video that I'm going to post on Little Cake. So we won't get into that now, but today I'm going to be making a pound cake. Why? Because Miss Keri loves a pound cake, and so I am going to be making her a delicious pound cake, hopefully. I've actually never made a pound cake, surprisingly, but I have a recipe, so we're going to give it a try. It's not that difficult, or it appears to not be that difficult, so let's get started with it. Alright, so it says that we need 3 eggs, so I've got my 3 organic eggs. Mr. Toby's here hanging out with us still, so he's over there by the food bowl. I don't know if you can see him. Hopefully you can. Alright, so we got our 3 eggs, and we need 1 1/2 cups of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. She's diabetic, so. As I walk away, my hands had egg on it. Alright. We're using organic cane sugar. Alright, so that was 1 1/2 cups. Alright, we need 1 cup of butter softened. So I'm just using the Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. It didn't say salted or unsalted, so I have a lot of unsalted because I usually add my own salt, the Redmond's real salt, to stuff. Betty and I have been at the vet's, and then we went to go check on my parents because my parents are still recovering from the storm. So they've been pulling off like the baseboards and drywall, so that's a mess. Super thirsty. I did not drink enough so far today. All right. 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, but it says to start this, like get it like whipping for about 3 minutes. So I'll bring you guys back as soon as this is done. Maybe as the top falls out. That's weird. Wasn't screwed down tight enough. So all right, 3 minutes. Whip it. I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so it's been whipping for about 3 minutes. Now it says to go ahead and add your vanilla, which is kind of strange. You need 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. I never measure. I love vanilla anyway. That's the vanilla that we're using. Alright. We need 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Again, I don't measure. Alright, we need 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. So you know I'm using the organic flour from Costco, the Kirkland's brand. That's what we like. So 1 1/2 cups. Make sure you got that oven at 350. Get it warming up. You could probably just sift this flour, but I didn't think about it till after I dumped it in. And so it says 1/2 cup of sour cream. So I don't have any sour cream, but I do have yogurt because I make my fiance's smoothies with it. We're gonna actually use the peach yogurt because I'm going to be putting peaches on the side. We have peaches from Lane's, which is a location in Georgia. And so that we get our peaches from. You can order from Lane's Orchards. But we've actually been up there, so we just get it from them. We go up there, make trips. My fiance, I have an aunt that lives up in Georgia, so we're gonna be using some Lane's peaches. And the amount of sour cream or yogurt is gonna be a half a cup. All right, and then we're gonna mix that together. I'm just gonna kind of slowly mix it. Till it gets nice and congealed. And then I'm actually gonna use a loaf pan to cook it in. I think it'll fit definitely in a loaf pan. It says it serves 10 people. Alright, so it says that loaf pan or whatever pan that you'll be using needs to be greased. So I've just sprayed olive oil. I'm sure Miss Keri doesn't care. She's not like picky about stuff like that, so I think it's healthier anyway. All right, this looks actually really beautiful. What a beautiful color. Looks so good. I should make one for my fiance and I, but we don't need the extra sugar, so we're not going to be doing that. All right, so we're going to bake it for 40 minutes, up to an hour. Just do the toothpick test, and we'll figure out if it's ready or not. So I'll pour this over in my loaf pan. I've got a fairly large loaf pan. Here's the loaf pan. I've already sprayed it, so I'm just gonna pour it in there, pop it in the oven, and I'll bring you guys back as soon as it's done so you can see the final product. We will not be tasting it because I need to go ahead and take it to work. But I thought this was a simple recipe, super easy. I saw it online and thought this really makes it's a really great idea. She wanted a pound cake. I'm like, super simple, super easy. I can do it, shoot a video, you guys can see it and have this easy recipe. And pound cake goes with anything. You can add any fruits and stuff that you want to it. So there you go. I love it. I'll bring you guys back soon. All right, so I ended up, there was enough cake that I was able to make us a little tiny loaf. Isn't it cute? It's not really all that tiny actually, it's quite a bit. Here's the peaches that I was talking about. This is from Lane's Southern Orchard. So you can go to Lane's Southern Orchards with an S.com and you can order yourself some. These are delicious. They're right from Georgia. And they do a really good job with these. They're kind of sweet. A little too sweet for my taste, but I do like them if you mix it with something else. I a lot of times use that syrup that's in there. Like my nephews will eat the peaches and I'll keep that syrup and I'll add it to tea, so it makes a really nice kind of like additive that, you know, you wouldn't otherwise have. So all right, so I decided, because this is what happened, is I made my dad some brownies for his birthday and I could smell, like, I just have this sense of smell when I cook that I'm like, I don't think these are right. My fiance was like, no, they're gonna be right. And I was like, well, anyway, come for his birthday, they weren't right. So there was enough cake batter that I was able to make us a small loaf. And I definitely want to give this a try, even though I'm lactose intolerant and this was made with yogurt. I still want to just give it a nibble to see if it tastes good, because if it doesn't, obviously I need to make my friend something else. So there it is. Look how beautiful it is. It's still got steam just coming out of the top of it. I can see it off the black. It's like of the refrigerator, but it looks beautiful, super, super moist. Yeah. That's delicious. Sugary. But man, is that good. Dang, that's really good. I'll have to make that again. But I will make it more vegan. For sure. I'll still use eggs, but just not dairy. I know dairy. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, that's really good. All right, so my friend is definitely gonna enjoy hers. It's still in the oven, so I'll be taking that for her tomorrow for her birthday and with some peaches. So she will be enjoying a great and wonderful birthday. So happy birthday, Miss Keri. Love you. Thank you for everything and all that you do. And I will see you guys in my next video. Go below and check out the recipe.